Welcome back, Honestman, Fallout 4, Survival. I'm obviously here near Good Neighbor with Piper. We're picking up basically where we left off. Last time we finished up at the mass fusion building, or at least we got as much as we could for now. We got the strength bauble, which is the important part. And now the game plan is to finish, to keep following Freedom's trail here. This red line. So that is the plan. And that is a dog? Was a dog. I do appreciate that meat. I'm finding myself a bit low on food. Oh, right. Bookstore. I know where we are. I don't think there's any way they see me here. Not at night, I don't think. Chest shot, I'll take it. There's at least one more. Oh geez, there's a whole bunch more. Falling off the bus here. Oh, that just missed. That just grazed the ear. That was off. I thought it might be arm shot, though. Alright, guys. Hang in there for me. Just a little longer. That was greedy. Ooh, didn't get the kill, but I got the hit. Yeah, I think this is a good display of why the recon scope can be so good. Alright, let's... Can't keep farting around forever. Let's sneak in. Gotta maintain stealth, though, of course. Martyr started leather. It might be okay. Nothing I'm doing backflips for. What I really wish I had was one of those Ghoul Slayer pistols. Okay, can't miss our marker here.
3I.
This is the Old Corner Store Bookstore. The Old Corner Bookstore was originally built as an apothecary after the devastating Great Fire of 1711. Originally, the land belonged to Anne Hutchinson, the controversial Puritan who was excommunicated and banished from Massachusetts for her, quote, heretical beliefs and sermons. During the mid-19th century, the Old Corner Bookstore was the home of the leading American publisher Ticknor and Fields. They published the works of such luminaries as Charles Dickens, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, Harriet Beecher Stowe, and Henry Dave Thoreau. Many of those were frequent visitors to this site. And for those who might be wondering, like, hey, wouldn't a bookstore? Wouldn't that be a great place to find magazines? Well, funny you should say that. It is not. There's no magazines in there. This is maybe a greed play. Ooh. Why does it still say danger? There's still one more. This is a bit of a distraction. We don't actually need to be here, but I've got a bunch of these kills, so I figure let's get the loot from them, right? I suppose the other thing that I should mention is that I did pick up, this is from Diamond City, actually. In Diamond City, I bought this shadowed metal helmet, which is pretty nice. I was happy to get that. I'll also take care of this level up right away. Now, here we're calling an audible. The original plan calls for Science 2, but I think that was primarily predicated on the assumption that I would be pushing into laser rifles. But I've sort of talked myself into and then back out of energy weapons because they can't be silenced. So I feel like that is now off the table. But we will need more science for things like the ghost rifle later on. But we don't need it yet. And we're really trying to bide our time until we can get gun nut 3 at 25. That's when maybe we can start legitimately pushing into upgrades for our primary weapons in terms of both the sniper rifle and the mid-range. So I'm trying to bridge the gap between now and then to keep pushing my damage even though my weapons are capped out. So I think the answer is Sandman 2. I think the audible is you go Sandman 2, which unlocks right at 17, instead of Science 2, which unlocks right at 17. So that is what we do. Me and Piper are going to check the rest of this area for loot and then get back on the Freedom Trail. Okay, back on track. We're going to have some super mutant trouble here. But certainly, oh, and ghouls. We do want to try to maintain stealth here if we can. Yep, there we go. There is our big ugly boy. Okay, I understand now. That's his back. That'll have to do. That was enough. Okay, we got another one marked. I think I snuck that right on his chin. was going to say, where's that stupid dog? Yeah, those 3.3 times crit shots, putting in some work here. I think the perimeter might be clear now. And that is our next stop. Okay, yeah, a whole lot of dead raiders in the area. Go, 5R. Okay, it's possible that we are asking for trouble here. A legendary Protectron. Let's go ahead and do this.
Protect and serve.
Yep. Oh, there's a legendary super mutant. Well, there's a legendary Protectron. Let him get through, Piper.
Hey, over here. Move here. Wait there.
Yeah, this seems pretty good to me. We'll let the legendary Protectron go to work against. Chip in a little help, I guess. I think they killed the legendary super mutant skirmisher. That works pretty well for us.
Normal. Law and order has been restored.
No, they didn't kill him. Stand clear.
Continuing search for fugitive. Your cooperation is requested.
Jeez, I couldn't... I seriously couldn't switch weapons fast enough? Kidding me? Okay. I was concerned there, not gonna lie. I was really concerned there.
Attention. Fugitive should be considered armed and dangerous. Warning. Dangerous fugitive is on the loose. Do not attempt to apprehend.
I maybe took out the legendary Protectron a second too soon, but it seems like there was a window of opportunity there. I didn't want to miss it. Because I definitely did want to take it out, right? Because it's legendary, so it's going to have a legendary drop for us. And didn't want to miss that. But I also knew it was going to explode. So that's what happens with those legendary robots. They like to blow up like that. I think this floor is clear, and I'm hearing voices from the second floor. I think that's what we got going on. Ugh, boxing glove. That wasn't even worth it. I'll pick it up later, but it's not what we were hoping for. Oh, there's multiple legendary. That's awful. Now, what we're here for is a book.
Sweet.
Oh, nice. Piper admires me now. Beautiful. I admit that I do not know where this book is.
I am tired of this place, this commonwealth. Yes, we should move north, range out, and hunt. But for food or sport, both? Yes, brother. Annoyed? Someone there? Somewhere. I can smell you out there. Can't hide forever.
Yeah, the legendary
You soon, human.
seemed like a good time to use the crit. That is one of the sort of tricks, if you will, or features, if you understand the game mechanics. Which is that...
Come out, wherever you are.
God, there's so many voices. A crit can't miss. So as long as you have at least a 1% chance and you hit that crit,
Blood to spill today.
it's going to land true.
I hear something.
Oh my god. It was right on his head. He doesn't see me, yo. He's right above me.
You have to come out sooner or later.
I mean, I think that's the one good thing about these super mutants is that they seem to have a really poor perception.
Wonder to find.
I feel like they're easier to hide from than other enemies. There must be a room up there that he went into. Alright, the thing I'm most worried about... Oh, that goes outside. Is getting flanked. So I just want to make sure nobody can come up behind us here. Because that's death. For sure that's death. They've got these cans hanging everywhere. There's a bathroom here. I feel like rolling with Piper here might be a bad idea. I think she's going to blow my cover. I'm almost tempted to have her hang back. How do we get up there? Must be through the main chamber. I really hope there's a bed in here somewhere. I think this is a dead end. Yes? No. Piper. This is why we can't have nice things, Piper. Yeah, he's right above us here. You can see the dust falling from the ceiling.
Ugh. I knew this place Heads up.
Yeah, Piper.
Here. Over there.
Yep,
Hold.
got it. Not going anywhere.
Yeah, good. He almost blew it. So you can see his shadow on the wall. That's kind of a bug, the way that the lighting effect works there, but
Ah! What's that?
I hit him. It barely did any damage, but I did clip him.
Ears play tricks on me again!
You just got shot, dude. Here we go. I dare say we're clear.
Ours now.
No. Right, we saw him earlier. Trying to keep one eye for traps. Silver mutants don't usually do traps, though. Holy crap. Yeah, we're nowhere close to clear. They got a whole bunch here.
Must have been nothing.
Holy cow. Alright. And I guarantee... Ooh, yes. Mattress. I guarantee this... this magazine that I'm after is going to be on the first floor. It's going to be, like, right next to the entrance, and I just missed it. Didn't look around carefully enough. I mean, I think the stakes are too high at this point. I'm just going to do a quick cat nap. Yeah, just to save. We're almost clear here, though. There can't be many more. It's just this top level. I'm really flying through the 45 caliber here, which is concerning me. But in that particular moment, I didn't feel like I could afford to switch to the sniper rifle. That one's already... Yeah, and there's another mattress here. And then up to the roof. Alright, I think we are officially clear. That stuff doesn't look great. I'll take a closer look later. Yeah, I don't see a book up here. So yeah, me and Piper, I'm going to go have her follow again. Oh, here it is. Here we go. This is what we wanted. And it's not a lot, but companions permanently gain plus 10 health. Not bad. Not the greatest, but not bad. And this place was on our way, so me and Piper are going to pick the bones and then get back on the Freedom Trail.
We are good boys!
Of course they always look mad.
So. Dog come rolling up. That was... Oh my god. Alright. Now we're clear, maybe? I'm seriously short on 45 caliber now. That was the first suicider I've seen in this playthrough. So we need to tread more lightly. I'm going to go back and save now, and then we'll come back. Okay, back at it. Of course, I did pick up a parasite when I just rested. But again, I don't think that's the worst as far as illnesses go. I was hurting for food a little bit, but now I think I'm in better shape. I have no idea where this line goes. Am I going the right way? Or is it this way? I think it's this way. Yeah, because it crosses over here. Down around here. Yeah, because Paul Revere's house should be on the left here. But we are going to once again have super mutants to contend with, I believe. Like him. Yep. Yeah, I'm just flying through the 45 caliber right now.
Next.
Yeah, Paul Revere's house. Built in 1680, this wooden building is the oldest structure in all of Boston. In 1770, this home was bought by famed patriot Paul Revere. Paul Revere dwelled here with his family, including his 16 children, until 1800. Paul Revere was living here when he made his famous midnight ride to Lexington and Concord to warn Samuel Adams and John Hancock that redcoats were en route to arrest them and seize the militia weaponry. Yeah, pretty unremarkable as in terms of loot. And very small, actually. Can only imagine 16 kids in there. Okay, and this is going to be the end of our Freedom Trail. Takes us to this church. Old North Church. Boosh.
1R. The trail ends right at the church.
Built in 1723, the Old North Church is the oldest standing church in Boston. Its 191-foot tall steeple also makes it the tallest church in Boston. On the night of April 18, 1775, Lieutenant Colonel Smith marched with 700 British soldiers to Concord on a mission to disarm the rebels. Using a plan devised by Paul Revere, Robert Newman climbed to the top of this church and lit 2 lanterns to alert patriots that the redcoats were coming up the Charles River, thus inspiring Longfellow's famous verse, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. The battles of Lexington and Concord that followed would start the American Revolution. we go. Now we search for the railroad. Okay. Yeah, I can't keep flying through 45 cal. Not for this. And what this is ghouls.
Let's get this over with, shall we? Real shame to see a place like this neglected.
Stay frosty, Piper. We're not clear yet. Yeah, so we'll just go loud, use the shoddy. There's definitely more. I definitely heard more. Yeah, I think the noises I was hearing were actually coming from the basement. They have the little lantern there. Follow Freedom's lantern, which is signposting this door. Just check our corners. So we're going to have more ghouls down here.
How far down here do you think we
Come on. That'll do. Okay, level up. So there's a couple ways we can go here. We can do Locksmith 3 for Master Locks, which is super tempting. And if we had the ability to fast travel, I think maybe this is the way I would go, and then circle back on perhaps some Master Locks that we missed as a source of XP. But it's survival mode. I think we need to prioritize damage. So the play, and this is a little switch from the original roadmap. I'm going Rifleman 3 first. Then we'll get Locksmith 3 next.
Something's not right here.
Yeah, there's a special shotgun that you can pick up, which does a lot more damage, but also has a lot more recoil. And we haven't had the opportunity to get it yet, but I'm not using that. I think that the recoil is just way too much recoil, and you can't calm it down even with whatever mods you try to put on it. And yeah, I mean, just being able to stay on target with a shotgun, right, and fire multiple rounds quickly without having that thing kick and buck, it's just too good, I think, right? Because if you're not landing shots, well, then your damage is 0. So I think I'd rather have the tamer characteristics of the default shotgun, you know, hopefully with a different sort of perk in play than that special one. And I shouldn't bother, because we'll talk about that when we get there. So now we need to enter the code that we've been collecting, and it just spells railroad. So that's all we need to do here is spin the thingy.
Huh. It spins.
R.
Oh, so it starts with R.
There we go.
There we go.
Indeed. Mary. Okay, now This isn't going to be the best reception. So we're going to go with our charisma look. Let's try to get off on the right foot. Okay, all set.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends. We're the Railroad. So answer my question.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. It's clear you're not with the Institute. But who told you how to contact us?
I love the make something up response, but I'm not going to pop the drugs to try to make it happen. Let's just do it.
I just heard a rumor about you guys in Diamond City.
I see. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the Railroad. And you are? Deacon, where have you been?
You're having a party. What gives with my invitation?
I need intel. Who is this?
Wow. Newsflash, boss. This lady is kind of a big deal out there.
Glad someone noticed.
You know, you're practically famous. You've left a trail of destruction in your wake. Gone places no sane person would go alone.
So you're vouching for her?
Yes, trust me. She's someone we want on our side.
That changes things. So, stranger, why did you want to meet with us anyway?
Yeah, I think definitely fighting the Institute.
You're the only ones fighting the Institute, and I want to take them down.
I'd like to say that nobody comes here out for blood, out for revenge. That everyone's here to help their fellow man. That would be a lie, though.
So everyone here is out for revenge?
Almost everyone. Very few members of the Railroad have been spared tragedy at the Institute's hands. That tragedy is the glue that binds us together. If we're going to be dealing with you, I need to make sure we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I mean, I'd love to do full details, but Desdemona doesn't even really have full details, so it's kind of a pointless selection.
Yeah, I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Go on.
So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
It depends on the circumstances.
There's no middle ground with this. Would you risk death to save a synth or not?
Well, I mean, what if he's a real jerk? Then no. Of course not. But fine.
I risk my life
I'll play
for people
along.
every day. Makes no difference to me if it's a human or a synth.
Well said. You were right about us. We're the only ones in the Commonwealth brave enough or stupid enough to fight the Institute. And we could use more sisters in arms. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
Yeah. And when I say she doesn't know, I just mean that, to my satisfaction, they're never really specific about the distinction between a quote synth and a human. It's always pretty vague. Hey Deacon, I got douchey hair just like you do. Check it out.
Hey there.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Your leader was just being cautious.
I'll take hurt feelings over becoming the Institute's plaything any day.
Exactly. Kind of killed our chance at a friendly first impression, though. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
In our little outfit, it's my job to know things. And with everything you've done, it's clear you're capable. A dangerous enemy. And I'm betting a valuable ally.
Too bad. I was hoping to get some beer money out of it.
If you're picking up the tab, never mind. Go for it. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You sure you need me? Desdemona didn't seem to care.
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
What's the job?
So, up front, the only thing I'll say is that it's gonna be a wild and dangerous ride, but probably nothing new for someone like you.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto! Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Okay. So we're just setting the stage here.
Desdemona.
We'll file out separately after you leave. Best not to attract attention here.
Hi.
Can't wait to get out of this place. Gives me the creeps.
Saw some of your work along the trail. Not bad. For a human, that is.
I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, you caught us at a shit time. We're still recovering from something I can't get into. We're a man down, though. And if anything Deacon said about you is true, I'd like you on our team.
I'm interested.
Awesome. I think you'll be a good fit. I know Dez said we don't got room, but talk to Deacon. I'm sure he's got an angle. He always does.
Okay. So, oh no. Okay. I can't actually get into the HQ yet. Interesting. I swear last time I could, but certainly that was because I was further along in the story. Okay. That's not quite what I was expecting, but that's fine. I mean, ultimately the goal was to meet the railroad, get the quest going with Deacon, so that we can then meet up with him further north near Lexington at a later point. And that sets us towards being able to join the railroad and also being able to get Deacon as a companion. Important prerequisites here. And the reason I did it with Piper is because Piper is like the one companion that's really on board with the railroad, so to speak. So there we go. All right, we're gonna head out of here. Okay, so we're back on the move. Check the box on making contact with the railroad. Next stop is Bunker Hill. There's a magazine that we want to get there. So it should be quick, is the hope. We just need to go due west here, more or less, along this road from the Old North Church. And then we should be hitting a crossroad to take us north. I think this is it. Yeah. Go this way to get across the bridge. Bridge. Settler, just dead. Note. Billy, I've got the hunting rifle. Now we just have to figure out a way to sell it without anyone getting wise to what we're up to. I've stashed it in the Vault-Tec office. I'll meet you there tonight. Sue. P.S. Make sure you're not followed. I think John is starting to get suspicious. Huh. Okay, little side quest. Interesting. I'm not sure on the precise location of Bunker Hill, but yeah, there it is. Easy peasy. Hard to miss with the, you know, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought we might run into some trouble on the way, but this was a cakewalk.
You there, caravan or raider?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like. Someone's not interested in visitors.
Yeah, it's kind of rude. Here it is. This is what we need. It's up here, I promise. Yeah.
Bingo.
Okay. Permanently gain plus 25% XP when persuading men. So just another way to play into, you know, maximizing XP gain.
Ghoul whale. A ghoul whale? Yeah. As the fog gathered, he saw that great beast emerge back into the deep. And my grandpappy fled for the first and last time in his life. Ask any of the old-timers, and they'll all agree. Something ancient and terrifying haunts the sea.
Hey.
Hmm?
Hey, Piper.
You really do have a talent for finding trouble, don't you?
I suppose so.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Seems that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find? The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. Unfortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. I'm kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
I have never heard that story, actually. That's interesting.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. This time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that have been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
Oh, shit.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet and unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here? How's it going? Piper Wright, Public Occurrences.
Heads up.
It's been suggested that Bunker Hill's policy of paying local raiders is short-sighted, leading to, at best, just better armed raiders. Your thoughts?
No. We'll be fine. I mean, where do you think the raiders buy their guns from? If things get rough, all we gotta do is stop selling to them.
I see. Clearly you've thought this all the way through. Time.
Okay, so I did catch an addiction to Excel back there. Just giving me a topper to try to secure success on that flirt with Piper. But, I mean, there's a doctor here, so I was able to immediately get it cured. Now, I think perhaps final stop for this little excursion. And I do want to be very careful. We just need to head east here. Do I want to talk to these people? Maybe Styles.
This is our claim. Clear out, civvy.
I mean, I'm not here for them. I think they might be involved in what we're heading into. But we'll
I'm confused. This didn't sail up here, right?
Indeed. USS Constitution. This is where we want. And these should be friendly?
Scanning. Accessing pre-war records. Record found. Driver's license S91328862. Lawyer. Ahoy there, citizen. You are hereby conscripted into the Congressional Army.
Well, that's new.
Pardon, madam. Regardless, the captain requests your presence on the bridge. At the Double Creek Battle.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's a hatch.
It is raining here. Blue? I got time.
Okay.
This is the captain speaking. We're taking on an allied soldier. Clear the berth, disable defenses, make way.
Oh, like asleep. Come on. Maybe there's a bed here somewhere. That'd be great. Ooh.
Stand down! Stand down, I say! This soldier is a guest on our messes. Please afford him all appropriate courtesies.
Is well.
Alright, this has to be the top deck, right?
All is well. Patrolling. Unidentified. Intruder. Intruder.
Mr. First Mate, this is the captain. This soldier is no intruder.
Requesting permission to use lethal force.
Whoa, whoa. Easy there.
Just lower your weapon.
Unable to comply.
Stand down! That's an order. And for God's sake, use the accent.
I, Captain, standing down.
First mate's got it out for me.
Standing down.
'Tis an honor to crew such a storied vessel.
Is it? Okay, master lock there. Ooh, weapons? Okay, not bad. I don't know that I need it. Chemistry. Armor is what I'd really like. Can I get up here?
I'm confused. This isn't sail up here, right? Guess they're not interested in sharing, huh?
Oh, this stuff I can take for some reason. The other stuff I couldn't. That's the express elevator. We'll come back to that.
Overdue for maintenance.
Okay. Okay, he's a big, strong boy. It's starting to make sense now. Ironsides?
I'll have none of your lip, Mr. Navigator. Have the crow's nest scan 2 points off the port bow. Jump to it.
Aye, Captain.
Our soldier has arrived. I trust the first mate didn't give you too hard a time. Been too long since we've seen the Congressional Army.
First mate? Congressional Army? Why are you talking like that?
This is the pride of our Navy, the USS Constitution. As her commander, it is my privilege to enforce a certain measure of decorum amongst my crew.
Why are you even here? On this ship, it's ancient.
This vessel has more than once been the seat of our great nation's naval power. Is it not fitting she don this mantle again?
And you're in charge here?
As ordained by the chain of command, the links of which start with our most august admirals and plummet to the lowliest of sentry mods. After all our brothers in arms perished, I reluctantly assumed command.
You didn't explain why you're talking like that.
Look around you. In these times of great unrest, is it not prudent to adopt the manner of a more civilized time? If that answer is not to your satisfaction, I'm afraid you must make your peace with it.
Your lookout told me to come up here. Why?
I confess, we need your assistance. You visit this fine vessel in trying times. Be calm these long years on her airy perch. Damn you, Weatherby Savings and Loan! I spit at you.
How did it even get up here?
Get up here? I'm more concerned if it's gonna stay up here.
A harrowing tale of that there can be no doubt. Or I should say, I assume it is. I came upon her as she is, atop the Sargasso sea of rubble and misfortune. What vexes me most is my inability to assist in the war effort. My gun decks have naught but Morats and ne'er-do-wells as targets. Enough pleasantries. The Constitution has systems that need repairs to carry out its mission.
What war effort?
Against communist China, of course. But if any redcoats or Canadians sail nearby,
Or
I will
Canadians.
give them a good thrashing, to be sure. The burning of our nation's capital will be a sweet victory indeed. Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator. They will relay your instructions. Dismissed. Look lively, lads. Scavengers approach. Soldier, man the cannonists. Kill them only as a last resort. A few warning shots, usually. The cannons are ready. Broadside them, soldier.
How? Holy crap. Took a bullet there.
Worse for you.
They've struck their colors. Well done.
I got him. I don't know that we're on the right side here, but mission accomplished, I guess.
Your very presence does this humble unit a great honor. My programming would find it amiss if I did not also interject. Long live the captain!
Do you often just interject, as you put it?
Indeed I do. I exclaim from exuberance, and not because I've been reprogrammed 5 times to wholeheartedly embrace these marvelous turns of phrase and anachronisms. My little heart burns with a fierce love and affection for our captain. Huzzah!
Why were you reprogrammed? Was the captain involved?
I will confide this only as a cautionary tale. The captain requires all crew to speak in the proper idiom. We are the inheritors of a sacred tradition. There was a time I thought he was, well, balmy. With my new programming, I see his incalculable wisdom. Our last marine expedition valiantly returned with much needed supplies, including replacement power cables, madam. Alas, with my severe lack of appendages, I find myself unequal to the task of repairing the cables myself.
I'll get right on it.
My anxiety emulators are lightning by the microsecond. Once you have resolved this matter, I beseech you to return to me to accept my undying gratitude. Our courses through the Constitution's veins. Again, her systems, long starved, flicker to life. Huzzah! However, this has brought to light further failures in our power grid. The power relay, to my shame, I previously complained about is fluctuating wildly.
Why are you ashamed of that?
Bad for morale, madam. But there were dark times when I made all manner of baseless complaints against the captain, the manner in which the ship is run, and the plausibility of our sacred mission. But now, I see the error of my ways, and with your help, perhaps I can atone. Power relay coils are a common enough part. Might I recommend checking the local shopkeepers? Sure, they would be of some assistance. Fair winds and following seas.
Easy. Easy peasy.
Power flow.
Hey, bosun.
Power flows far and steady. I would have told you, but alas, I cannot, due to my lack of clapping instruments. But huzzah, madam, huzzah!
So, no more problems with the power.
Nary one. It flows like a veritable torrent through our cables. If I may say so, the surgeon would be proud. I require no further assistance. But our Mr. Navigator is also beset by troubles. Scuttle buddies, our guidance system is on her last legs. If you've not already, speak to him. Fare thee well.
Ahoy, soldier. Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment will commence after this unit has completed scheduled duties.
Why did the scavengers attack?
Scavengers have attacked ship 17 times. Destroyed 13% of ship's systems. Stole 5% of ship's store. Logic error. Captain's orders authorize scavenger termination only if necessary to preserve the ship.
If they've attacked you 17 times, why don't you fight back?
This unit suggests Captain's core processes in need of extensive maintenance. Guidance system offline. Multiple errors diagnosed. First error. Guidance chip stolen. This unit requires its return.
Who stole your guidance chip?
Guidance chip is one entry on the list of stolen items. Reclaim chip at Scavenger's forward recon station. Captain has approved a bounty for its return.
Lethal force is prohibited unless absolutely necessary.
Aft dinghy unlocked and available for your use, madam.
Hi.
Don't shoot! Those assholes didn't attack the ship on our orders. They weren't trying to frag ya anyhow. They just wanted to kill the frickin' robots.
So, they were scavengers, but not with you.
Well, they were kinda with us. I mean, we're not really used to working together. It's not like anyone is in charge. But we do have an agreement. Everyone works together, gets an equal share. When you waltzed aboard the ship, those assholes just kinda lost it. They broke our agreement and paid for it. How did you get aboard anyway? We thought you were gonna get cratered for sure.
Huh.
Does it really matter how I got aboard?
Fine, don't tell me. But you gotta look inside, right? All that salvage, the real motherlode, just waiting to be stripped and sold.
Is all the junk inside really that valuable?
Well, yeah, we could keep Diamond City in parts for months with all them gizmos. We'd never have to scrounge in the gutter again. So you talked with a tin can. What'd he have to say?
What do you think, he said?
No freaking clue. The only talking we ever did to that rust bucket was him yelling at us about keel hauling and crap like that, while his robots tried to murder us. So, what did he say?
Ironside says you stole a guidance chip. He wants it back.
His guidance chip, right. You know what he needs it for? His rockets. The huge goddamn rockets on the side of his boat. He's nuts.
Rockets? Why is he building rockets?
Who knows? Maybe a bomb. Maybe he'll launch himself into space. Who cares? It's valuable as hell. That's what matters. Screw that robot and come work with us. There's dozens more of us nearby. It's only a matter of time before we come out on top.
I'm not splitting my share with her.
You holding out on us, Davies? You got some magical way in there? This lady's got a free ticket aboard, so shut up. Help us destroy that freaking tin can once and for all.
Ooh, yeah, I need to think.
I need to think about this.
It's tough. On the one hand, that's a priceless piece of history, but it doesn't feed these folks.
Don't take too long or we'll crack the Constitution open ourselves. Then you'll get nothing.
I doubt it. I doubt you're going to do that. I think this is where we're going to wrap it. I really don't know how to approach this situation. And in hindsight, I don't know if I should have regrets or not. There's the reason we're here. The entire reason we're here is that behind that master lock door in like the captain's quarters on the ship, there's a sneak book. There's a sneak magazine. That's what we're here for. That's all we want. And I knew there would be a kind of a quest too, but that's what we're after. And if I had done lockpick instead of rifleman, I'd just be able to pick the lock. But I don't know exactly if that would have like aggroed all the robots, because there's no way we would have been able to fight out of there. But in any event, I need to do some research and figure out how I want to approach this, and we got to get our hands on that sneak book. And I'm not sure, like the part I want to figure out is Piper's reaction to the choices here. And that'll inform my decision on which way to go. So as much as I've been trying to, kind of stick to character, if you will, of Mary Abernathy, this is still sort of the min-max run of the game. And that's really what's trumping my decisions as opposed to role play per se. But in any event, that's where we're going to wrap it. Thank you all so much. Please like, subscribe. Mary Abernathy and Piper and probably Ironsides are going to see you next time.